Many Nigerians have been totally surprised after Falana, popularly known as Falz the Bad Guy, the son of Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, made a revelation that their lawsuit against Very Dark Man for defamation of character is still in the court.
What are you even already fighting about? And he said to me, without mincing words, he said, Shebi, you are a lawyer, go to court.
He went further to explain that there is a criminal side of defamation which warrant authorizes that Very Dark Man can be arrested. Said, but he chose not to toe that part yet. This is very big surprise to many Nigerians, as many already thought that this very wrangling or this very legal battle between the family of Femi Falana and Very Dark Man is over. But little did many Nigerians know that the battle is just beginning, since the case is still very much alive in the court. But the suspense here is, will Very Dark Man eventually be convicted, since there is a criminal side of defamation, as explained by Falana, popularly known as Falz the Bad Guy? Or will he be asked to pay a fine or some fine by the court? Well, only time shall tell.
A direct question to you will be, what do you think of his activism?
To be honest with you,
what do you think?
Ideally, I probably would have said, I don't want to talk about it, but
You're one of the most intelligent people.
Yeah,
you can walk that tight line.
yeah, it's not an issue for me. And also because there's been quite some misreporting going on.
Facts.
To answer your first question,
Yes. What do you think about his activism?
I don't know much of it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know much of it. Prior to the first video where he mentioned me and my dad, I hadn't seen much of him. I hadn't seen.
Yes.
What I had seen, what I remember seeing was, I don't think this was probably like a while ago. Some stuff about people that didn't have NAFDAC and they were selling bleaching products. And I thought,
that was the beginning. Yes.
At that time when I saw some of those clips, I was like, okay, this person seems to be doing something right. This is a good cause.
Facts.
But aside that, I wouldn't lie to you, I really haven't seen much of his work.
Which can happen because social media algorithm takes people different ways.
Yeah. Now this person one day thought it wise to turn on his ring light, sit down, and via direct statements, insinuations, and innuendos, allege that myself and my dad connived with some certain individuals to manipulate justice and bribe the EFCC. And adding that the reason I've done this is because I have a homosexual relationship with Bobrisky. Going further to say that my posturing as an activist, everything is false.
Yeah. How did you feel about when that came out? Personally, how did you feel?
How would anyone feel? It's horrible things to say. Absolutely no proof. Why would you just come and allege all these things? You have absolutely nothing to support all these statements. And this is why I say, when we speak about seed of discord, just ordinary Nigerians, I think also need to be a lot more careful in jumping into conclusions, and let's just look at things a bit more objectively, and somebody just coming up and alleging something shouldn't be the basis for which you draw your conclusion. What has this person shown to support this allegation? And what a lot of these people are now saying, why don't you face this? Okay, well, now via my counsel, I wrote to the person that he's alleging or he's attributing all these statements to, and the person has denied that absolutely no money was paid to me or my dad for nothing. All these things are false, basically. So now you have to defend yourself, because he who alleges must prove. I've gone to court for defamation of character, because that's clearly what this is. Now, recently it was reported that the court has ordered 500 million naira to be paid, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's false. The case of defamation is still very much in court. Yes, we have instituted proceedings for defamation because, of course, that is what this is. That is very much still ongoing. However, there's something called interim applications, which you can do. While a substantive case is still ongoing, you can apply to the court for an injunction.
To hold on to something.
Because this defamation still subsists. This video I speak of is still very much on his page, on his pages. He has not taken them down.
And the application was for him to take those down.
So the ruling that the court, exactly, thank you very much. The ruling that the court gave was, take this down and desist from any further defamatory remarks, pending the determination of this substantive suit. That is what that is. That is what has been decided upon. Of course, in my defamation suit, I'm going to ask for damages, because that is the only remedy available in a civil suit. I'll have you know that there's a criminal angle to defamation. I chose not to go that route.
So there is a criminal angle.
There's
to
a criminal
defamation.
angle to defamation now. He could very well have been arrested. But this so-called oppressor narrative that they are peddling now, because now that's the narrative that, oh, me and my family want to oppress this guy because we have legal muscle. Come on, man. I know they find trouble, Baba. You know, I know they find trouble, Baba. I dare my day. You set your ring light, begin to talk all this nonsense about me, and you expect me to sit down? I afforded this guy a phone conversation.
Yeah, I wanted to speak about
Seun Kuti is a mutual.
Yep.
I saw, when this thing first came out, I saw Seun Kuti saying on his Instagram live that he knew about it, something. So I called him. What's with this, Baba? So Seun must have called him, and then he reached out to me. And on the phone, this guy was instantly defensive. From the like, bro, try and listen. Like, what are you even already fighting about? And he said to me, without mincing words, he said, Shebi, you're a lawyer, go to court. In my opinion, this person,
during the conversation, to try to find common ground.
This person, in my opinion, wanted the litigation. Now, what he thinks that does for him, I do not know. I do not know what he thinks that does for him.